serious and selling this bodybuilding, talking about what is it, the Flex Pro Italy with my boy Ian.
It's up there. It's actually the Italian Pro.
The Italian Pro. I know. I should be all happy at that.
No, the Italy Pro. No, right. I think we do. You think you're right. Italy Pro. Who cares?
Yeah, it doesn't. Same shit. It doesn't matter. Before we start, Ian has a great podcast, Ian Heydecke, which will be in the description area, so you can just click it and go. He does a lot of gyms, working out, supplementation, his story, dieting, so on and so forth. It's a great channel, so I am happy that he's here. We've been friends for a long time.
Oh yeah.
And we are going to talk about the Italy Pro. So before we started the recording, we were talking about how now these shows are stacked. These guys had plenty of chances to qualify beforehand. And now what? Now if you lose, you shit out of luck. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, now you gotta think. Now the winner, maybe I think, and also Ian retired.
Ian, oh yeah, that's right. So what happens then? Who came in second in that show?
Hassan. He won already.
He won already. So okay, that's taken care of.
Matter. Now,
yeah.
Now, see, if someone could have jumped into that show or any other the earlier shows, they want to be jumping into the stack show later in the year.
Yeah, and what's even stranger is Roman Fritz jumped into the show, and he already won a show. I don't know why you would jump into this show.
Well,
so close to the Olympia.
Roman said, Roman is he competes all the time.
Does he? I don't know. All right, I don't follow him very well, so you probably know better than me. It just to me, it like if you win a show and you're qualified for the Olympia, because you got to win to qualify now. It's not like it was, I would be concentrating on the Olympia, trying to,
Well, he did mention on Bro Chat, because he's spent the Fuad. He did mention when he competes. So he competes. He says, "I'm going to do this many shows."
That's what he's doing.
That's what he's doing, because he's considered himself as a bodybuilder. Like that's his job.
Well, that's definitely a good spirit. That's for sure.
So because that's his job, he's like, I'm going to compete in all these shows.
Right. That's definitely a good spirit. That's for sure. So, all right. So the top guys that we got going in here. So obviously is Regan Grimes, who's clearly the favorite.
Yeah.
Then we have Nathan D'Asher, Blessing Awodibu.
Blessing Boogeyman, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, Blessing Awodibu. I've been pronouncing his name wrong forever. So after that, you have Roman Fritz. You have Theo LaGuardia, who's actually really good. Andrea Muzzi, who's really good. Who else we got? And then we have
Tim Budashed.
Is he in it? Tim Budashed. Let me see. Oh yeah, there he is. Yeah,
he's from Germany.
Yeah, so these shows are, and a lot of no names, and there's a couple of guys from Kuwait and Iraq, and I don't know who we could call them. We could pull them up, but those guys are usually dangerous. The guys from the Middle East are usually dangerous, but we could pull them up. It's just like for example, I use this as an example last night. Tony O'Burton he won the New York Pro, right, and now he is stress-free. Just worrying about the Olympics. Nobody's talking about him. He has he's not on anybody's radar, and he is concentrating on nothing but the Olympia. And if you've seen his updates, he looks amazing.
I saw him. Matter of fact, I saw he just posted up something like 2 videos on IG, and he was looking. I mean, he can pull, like he has Dexter Jackson-esque body. He
does. Yeah. Yeah, and I was there. I was at the New York Pro, and he looked phenomenal. He really did. He looked good. If I would have wanted anybody to continue and didn't pack it in right away, it would have been Beef Stew. I think he could have won. I think he could have won a show, especially later on in the year. I know he did 2 shows, but I think he could have won a show later on in the year and then been on the Olympia stage. But, I mean, everybody has a different...
He's also young, too.
Yeah, he's a young dude. He's got a different strategy.
He actually works a regular job.
What does he do? I interviewed him. I don't even remember.
He does construction management.
Oh, that's right. Yes, he's a fuck. I forgot the title. He told me. Yes, project manager. Yeah, he's a project. Yeah, right. I had him on months ago, but I'm just looking at the now. So then it seems like The favorite is definitely Regan Grimes. He's made tremendous strides. He looks incredible.
He
But
does.
now everybody's kind of talking about Nathan D'Asher and Blessing. What do you think? Because I think there's going to be other guys in this lineup that might fight for that 2 and 3 spot.
I think D'Asher has second. I think Blessing's going to go out of the top 5.
Yeah. Blessing looks good, but his lower half throws him off. And D'Asher is very complete, but he doesn't look as hard and dialed in as a Regan Grimes or a Blessing yet. And it looks like he lost a little size. He doesn't look like the monster he was, a few years back.
But he looks a lot fuller, though.
Yeah, he does. And he's complete. Like, he's not missing any body parts, 100%,
The only thing I don't like that Regan does, he kind of does these small shows, and he does a lot of overseas shows.
Yeah, why is that? He could have did the Toronto or the Vancouver or something.
Toronto, he could even did the Legion show coming up, and that's in Nevada.
Maybe it's because of Milos. Maybe because Milos. I don't know. I don't know.
Because he's based in L.A. I mean, sorry, not L.A. He's based in Vegas.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully, we'll see what happens next year. But taking that year off, it helped, man. I tell you.
Oh yeah. I mean, you better improve with that year off.
Between Milos, Aceto, and Hani, I don't know why you would go anywhere else for a trainer. Like those guys.
You forgot one more.
Who?
Jansen.
Oh yes, another guy. Right? Yeah. Those guys have taken guys and just transformed them. I mean, what Oceto's done for Andrew Jacked, what Hani has done for Derek, and what Milos has done to Samson, it's like, if I'm a pro bodybuilder, I'm going after one of those guys. And obviously Matt Jensen is just, phenomenal as well. But so why don't we pull some of these guys up? We'll start with the top 3 we're talking about, right?
Okay.
Let's start with Regan. Okay, I think I follow him on here. Regan. There he is. I mean, this guy looks so good. I mean, this was he really made a big difference. He has these super round muscle. He's great V taper.
Yeah.
He just looks like he is not lacking anything. I'm trying to see if we have a
back shot.
A back shot, yeah. But is there a back shot here? Is. No.
Where? No, go down.
More.
Go down. Right there.
This one?
No.
Oh, here we go.
Right there.
Yeah, right here. I mean,
look at the video. You can see it. Like,
yeah. His hamstrings, his adductors, his glutes, and this was a couple of weeks ago, right? This was a week ago.
So let me just want to see how he's pulling it. Okay, good. Because you know what? So now see right there. The only problem is he needs to bring those hands, or he's bringing his shoulders out too far.
Right.
It's not bringing out the separation enough, because it looks like his back is flat.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So if he brings his hands or his shoulders or his elbows slightly back, it's done.
I hear what you're saying.
Because you can see it. Look now. You say he's posing.
Yeah, and then he pulls it, and I see what you're saying. Oh, yeah. Okay. I see.
Now you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm sure. He has a team that works. On Milos, you can see Milos is looking at him right here. So I'm sure they're going to be working on his. So he's obviously this is his show to lose. But there's so many guys, and I wouldn't be surprised if somebody comes out of the woodwork. So the next guy. Let's see. Let's get rid of her. Let's get rid of my wife. Next guy is Nathan. And I was always a big fan of Nathan D'Asher.
I met him at the Arnold. He's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah. I was always a big fan of his. I always thought, I know he has the most wins out of the whole lineup in the show, pro wins. But I always felt like he never fulfilled his full potential. I always felt like this guy could be an Arnold Classic winner. I always felt like he could be a top 5 Olympian. But I always, when you listen to his interviews, he kind of likes to hang out, have a good time, enjoy life, eat. He even said on, I want to say it's Desktop Bodybuilding, that if he's in the gym and he's not having a good time with his friends working out in the gym, then it's not worth it for him, you know? So I don't know. So I'm not expecting him to be as peeled as Regan and as Blessing,
Right.
you know, but I might be wrong. You know, you never know. I mean, you know, we've seen him, because there was that one year he won the New York Pro, and I think he beat Juan Morel, and he just came in big and full, and he won on shape and size and fullness, and he wasn't super peeled, but he was the best package up there.
Right. But I think like I said, the way you're looking at this, I mean, depending on who else comes up there right now, he's second. Because wasn't VITO was supposed to do this show?
Yeah, he can't get a visa. I would have had him possibly winning, possibly going. You know, I
would have had him second or third.
Right. Yeah.
I would have to see how he looked, because I know he sprained his knee, and I know he only shows a lot of front double bicep shots. Like because this looks like.
Good point. Good point. And this visa thing is a problem. There's a lot of guys that there was another. Who's the guy who won the Arnold Classic Brazil who can't get a visa?
Oh God,
I forgot his name, but he won the Arnold Classic Brazil. He looks phenomenal. I think Milos works with him,
and he can't. Yeah,
and he can't get a visa. Come on, what are we doing here? What am I stuck? Blessing. Let's go.
You're on his page.
I am. Who the hell is that? That's
Blessing.
Oh, I just saw a white lady. I'm like, why is a white lady on his? Is that his mother-in-law or something? I don't know.
I don't know, but
all right. So here, you know, from the waist up, he's phenomenal.
Right.
Phenomenal. It's his lower half that's the problem, and it's not even the front.
It's the back.
It's the back that's the problem. You know,
from what you can see, there's no abductors, there's no hams.
Yeah, it's just.
It's not even there.
You know, I don't want to count him out because he did win 2 shows when he was in peak condition.
Right, he won 2 shows last year.
Yeah, and then for the Olympia and the Chicago, he really didn't do well. But now he looks like he means business, and he has a new coach, Cameron.
Yeah,
I forgot his last name. Cameron Cheeks, yeah, Cheeks or something like that. Because this is a phenomenal shot for him. It's just from the back is the problem here. And I don't listen. I don't know what he does to try and fix it. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, you know, this is why I say I don't know why these guys don't go to one of the big 4. If your career is bodybuilding and you're like at that level where you need help and to break into the elite, like I would just go sort out Milos, Hani, Aceto, Matt Jensen, you know, and see, you know, how do I fix this? You know,
he did have Farah last year.
Yeah, he did have Farah last year. I heard some not so pleasant things about Farah though.
That does surprise me.
You know, I did hear that he is kind of like he pays attention to the elite, the best guys. If he has more than one guy in a show, he doesn't really pay much attention to a guy who he thinks can't break the top 10 or the top 5 in the Olympia if he's got other people in the show. So I mean, if this is just what I've heard.
I mean, it's sad to see that because like he has, you know, Lesson has some of the tools, but that lower half has got to get worked on.
Yeah. You know, it's unfortunate, but it's true. You know, and it's literally from the back. Like, you know, even here from the side, it's not that bad. It's just the fact that it's from the back. Once it's from the back, and here's the thing. It's, you know, once and he's going to stand next to guys with monster legs like Regan and what's his name? Nathan. I mean, and he's going to get exposed, but
yeah.
You know, we'll see what it is. I mean, we'll see how he does. I mean,
legacy there, it looks okay, but then, you know, I don't know now with him. I don't know if it doesn't, you know, as he diets, does it disintegrate almost?
Yeah. It's he he's gonna have to try and see what he could do to put on new muscle. And I'm not saying that he's not trying. I don't know what goes on behind closed doors. I don't know what he does during his off season. I have no idea. But all I'm saying is I do know that is, he has a family now. He has a newborn.
Okay.
And if bodybuilding is my career, I'm sorting out the best person I could possibly get in order to fucking improve myself so I could be an elite bodybuilder. Because he can be an elite bodybuilder. His upper body is an elite bodybuilder's upper body, right? So I would. That's just my opinion. I would go for the. Well, what do I know? All right, so let's pull up some other guys. Let's see. The other guy that looked good, I believe, was Theo. Let's pull up Theo. I'm actually interested in seeing what he did because I know he won. I know he won a show last year. Here we go. And he looks pretty peeled. I forgot what show that he won last. He doesn't. This is the thing. He doesn't have the size. He has
so, he's got great conditioning.
Right.
But not always conditions. Not always going to beat you when you have the guys who are going to do both.
Right. Exactly. You're in a lineup now where the top three guys are going to be conditioned, bigger, and
Fuller.
as tall and as fuller and as good a shape as you. And yeah, he looks more classic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He looks more like borderline. He
looks like a 212 right there.
Yeah, well, I don't know how tall he is. He's probably tall,
Right.
I mean,
I don't know.
I mean, he comes in, like I said, he comes in shape, right? There's no question about it. He comes peeled, but he's not going to have the size to hold on to compete against the top guys. It's just not. It's just, that's just the way it is. Like this again, why'd you wait so long? This guy in Cali, in Chicago, in Vancouver could have did damage.
Orlando.
Whatever. And let's see, Andrea. He's another guy who's really good. Is that him? Yeah, right here. And there's two Andreas. There's Andrea Presti, who already won a show, and Andrea Mutzi. So
like that, I've seen that picture of him. He looks really good there.
Yeah, he looks good there. Let's see if there's something else we could check out. Let's see. His legs are peeled. Again, these guys are going to bring conditioning because they know that's their strong point. They might not be able to outsize the biggest guys, so they're going to come in peeled.
Well, sometimes, like you said, like you get guys like this, they can move Blessing out.
Yeah, at 100%. Because they even though he doesn't have as much size, he's not imbalanced. He doesn't have, he does need more size, but he doesn't have anything out of balance. Right. He's got very good shape and symmetry. But I'm trying to see. I know he won a show last year. I don't remember. This was more toward his off season. Oh, here it is. Here it is.
That was Toronto.
This was this year, or
that looks like that was this year.
Was he in Toronto, or this is somebody else?
He wasn't. See where it says "My Back Toronto Pro" because he says 5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Or whatever many weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Whatever. We'll see. And I want to look up these guys from the Middle East because they're always. They seem. I don't know who they are, and the Middle Eastern guys always seem to be really dangerous in a lineup. So the first guy is, let's see, Khaled.
Is that right there?
Is that him?
Second one?
Yeah, I think so. Khalid. Let me see. His last name is Al Kazim. Oh, right here. Here we go.
Okay, here it is.
There it is. All right, let's see what this guy. See, this exactly. This is what I'm talking about. These guys come out of the woodwork. Like this guy looks
so basically, what you can see is he's just big and full.
Yeah.
Like he looks like older, or he looks a lot older from that picture.
Right. Let's see.
Like that muscle doesn't look. That muscle doesn't look. I mean, he looks. I should say this: the skin looks a lot older.
Yeah, he does. He does.
So it doesn't look as. I mean, you could be mature muscle,
right?
Skin looks a lot older, so it makes him look older than what he is.
Let's see if does he have. says 4 weeks out from Italy. Does he have any decent back shots? I would like to see if there was any decent back shots. That first picture is most impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's see. Was he here? Where was this? Where is he here? Don't compare your. I don't even know which one is which here. All right, whatever.
I think he was the second one to the left.
Oh, he's the second one to the left. Let me see. This guy? Oh yeah. I think. Oh yeah. I think you're right. I mean, he does look pretty good there. But
right, but I like to you might have to check his tag photos.
That's a good point. Yeah. Let's see if we could do that.
Because sometimes with the tag photos, you might get like the coach, whoever posted the pictures up.
Yeah. Right. Is this him? Let's see. Yeah, there he is. That's him. Nah.
No,
that's it.
Everybody knows Andrew Jack.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. And let's see who the other guys who is in the middle. The other guy is Ali Jalil. And I know I'm destroying this guy's name, but
yeah,
but it is what it is. What am I supposed to do? Does he even have an Instagram? This guy? Is that him? I don't know. Let me see. I don't think so. Nope. Nope, that ain't him.
Oh well.
Yeah, it is what it is. There's a lot of Italian guy, obviously. All right, let's see if
I've noticed with a lot of Europeans.
Yeah.
Not like, I mean, you get the difference, like the Samsons and Nathans and all of that, but like strictly European guys, they're just mostly big and full.
Yeah, they don't have yeah.
But they come with the horrible dream tan that washes out a lot of what they have.
Yeah, they gotta start getting Americanized and coming over here and
because that dream tan, you've seen it. Like some people, like, what happened to them, and they just washes it all out.
All right, who the hell is that? That's not him.
No, he looks kind of small.
That's I'm trying to think. There is a Brazilian bodybuilder.
Is that IFBB?
Oh, was that him? If this is the guy, this guy's a monster. I follow him. This guy's a fucking monster.
Oh, he's another. This guy roll those things. I see.
Yeah, his strength. This guy's strength is unbelievable. He went to Gold's Venice, and
he grabbed the 300 or whatever.
Yeah, kilos. And he rode with it like it was he one-arm rode with it like it was nothing. And because I'm like,
you've been there, right? You've been to Gold's, right?
Yeah.
And it's like they're untouchable.
Yeah, I know. And this guy just went over there and watched. He just one-arm rows with it like they're nothing. It's unbelievable. This guy's power is incredible. I've actually been waiting for him to see how he does. I don't know how he's going to do because I know he's he's got a lot of muscle, but we have to see actually how he does on a stage next to the best guys like this Italy pro.
That's just crazy. He just grabbed it and he's like, you can see, he's like, everybody's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, the guy's a fucking monster. He's strong as fuck. It's insane.
There it is. Look at that. There's nothing.
Yeah, 300. Yeah, I do that with like 120s.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. But this guy's he's got a pretty decent physique, but I don't know if that's going to be
doing okay. So if you look at this pose alone,
right?
I mean, I don't know how many weeks ago is this.
This is 1 week ago. It says.
Yeah, he looks small.
Yeah, compared to
the other guys, he looks small. The lats are not flared out enough. I think he needs a little more back thickness or width.
Let's see if we can find well, there's a bunch of pictures. Let's see. All right. Yeah, that's what it seems like. On Instagram, these guys look. Is Vlad the Impaler doing the show? I think he is, right?
He may be.
I think he is. Let me see. I don't think he's in the lineup, but I'm pretty sure they were saying that he was going to be doing the show. He's a guy that could be dangerous too. He did not do well in his last show.
No.
But he's a guy that could really be dangerous if he does the Italy. See, he doesn't put many
He's a
picks up.
monster too. Like that first photo,
Yeah.
I saw that. I said, "Good God, that's
Yeah.
just a big man."
He doesn't put many picks up. I mean I might be wrong, but I heard that he was doing it, but I don't really not 100% sure. I can't stand when they don't okay, I don't care about your questions. Just give me some progress photos here.
You might have to go to the tag photos, probably.
Ah, good point. Good point. Good, you're good at that stuff. All right,
Well, you know why? Because I watch Bro Chat. That's what they do a lot too. They look at who and they say, if you don't see nothing there, go check the tag photos.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, so this was the show. Oh, this is him guest posing.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a big dude. Don't get I'd like to see if we can get him like what he looks like on stage.
Nothing.
Is that him? No, that's not. Is that him? That's gonna be an old pic of him. That's an old pic. That's 2019.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
So guess what? So let's assume that he's not doing the show. If he is, then they will come with a new list. But right now,
Yeah.
he's not in the show.
Yeah. So the list doesn't have him in the show. So right now it looks like I see again. I don't know all these guys, but so like who's Mikhail Maslov?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I know.
I know a couple of the guys like they've competed over here. Like Tim Budashev and all the other guys. I've seen them before.
Let's look him up. Let's look him up. I know he's good.
Because he was Nick liked him a lot. There it is, right there. So the second one.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah, I've seen this guy before. He definitely comes in shape. That's for sure. He comes in healed.
Yeah.
I think he probably has what it takes to break the top 5.
I saw that picture of him.
Because after the top 3, it's anybody's guess, right? Because you're gonna have Regan Grimes, you're gonna have Nathan, you're probably gonna have Blessing.
Blessing might get pushed out if like guys.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, Blessing might get pushed out because now you got him, you got Theo, you got Mutzi. Yeah, he very well might get pushed out. But this guy,
since you traveled, that's the difference when you go like from different countries.
Yeah,
you're not bringing your supplies that you normally would bring.
You retain water. Yeah,
you retain water because from just from when we were from Jersey to Italy, it's like 6 hours.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. So let's see.
And are you eating 2 or 3 meals while you're on a plane?
Yeah, no, that's you're 100% right. Let's see this Russian guy, Mikhail Maslov. Let's see, where is he? Is that him? That's got to be him.
It says Desktop Bodybuilders follow him.
Yeah, that's got to be him. All right, now this guy doesn't look like he's got the size. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he doesn't look like he's gonna do.
He's a big dude.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's gonna do much damage. I mean, he's got a great physique. Don't get me wrong, but he's got a lot of work to go. See, now what happens is now we start getting into the guys that are like the lower tier pros.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like now I'm just randomly picking people. I don't know who this Dennis damn it. There he is. I don't know who this is. Another German bodybuilder.
Nah.
It's the same thing. You're getting guys that are a lower tier body. They look great on Instagram, but when you put them on stage, it's gonna be a problem. They're
gonna get washed out.
Yeah, exactly. So if Roman Fritz comes in shape, he could.
He'll be right now. If Roman's usually in shape with his posing and everything, he could push for 2. He's gonna push for 2. I got him 3rd and Blessing 4th right now.
You could, yeah, he'll definitely break the top 5. You think Nathan's gonna take 2nd?
right now, I mean, anything can happen once you get over there because, I mean, literally the show is, in a couple of days. So
Yeah,
he probably was over there, Italy
I
from
know.
England, probably like a couple hours. So they probably could have been over there last week and start drying them out.
Yeah, I know. I think Blessing's over there already. Yeah, from the UK, Italy's like a hop, skip, and a jump, right?
Yeah.
You don't
We're
even have
talking about
to.
like, I mean, literally, I think you'd take like the train there and you're good to go.
Yeah, that's right. You don't even have to fly if you don't want to. That's right. So and here's another Italian guy. Let's see. Is that him? It's got to be him. Uh, yeah. Again, it's
Yeah.
so
These are these
he's
are these are second, third tier guys.
yeah, right, exactly. He's not bad. Don't get me wrong.
No, but like
But when you're going up against fucking Regan Grimes and the Blessing and Roman Fritz, and it's just not gonna. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. That's
like
what
he's
it
a
is.
big boy off season, but then after that, when you could compete, then you know,
Yeah, right. All right. So what? All right. So we both agree that Regan Grimes. This is Regan Grimes' show to lose. I mean, Regan
if
Grimes.
if he loses this show, I don't know what to say about that guy.
Yeah, I don't know how he's. I don't know how.
My problem is with Regan is he doesn't like to compete in the United States.
Yeah, I don't know why, or at least Canada. Like, what the fuck is the problem? I don't know. I think the last show we did though was like Legion, right? Like 2 years ago.
Oh, that's the one he lost. I think that's the one he lost to Karita.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That probably pissed him off. It's like, I'm losing to a 212 guy. Jesus.
Yeah, but Sean, but we all know if
Yeah,
Sean's five,
yeah,
if Sean's 5'10", he's Mr. O.
yeah. No, you're right. He's a special guy. There's no question about that. He's a special bodybuilder. Period. End of story. I get it. But it's like that. It's like that. That thing that Ronnie said. What bothered him the worst was losing to Lee Priest because he's a
Yeah,
little guy.
right.
But Regan Grimes, yeah, I'm probably gonna go with D'Asher in number 2 right now because he's the biggest with them and is most complete with the best flow. I don't think he's gonna have the
I'll go
best.
Roman. I'll go Roman for 3, and I'll put Blessing 4 for now.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm.
if Vito was in it, I probably would put Blessing 5.
Yeah, if Vito was in it, I would. If Vito was in it, I would have him battling for second and third. It's tough with him because we've never seen him on stage.
Right.
You
We've
know,
seen he takes great Instagram pictures.
yeah, it's tough to call those guys that have never, like I made the mistake of predicting Carlos Thomas Jr. winning Texas.
Oh, I knew
And
that.
I was like, all right, I was dead wrong. I mean, it was super wrong. It couldn't be more,
I know you also had Andrew Jack and Hunter showing. You like
Right. Yeah, yeah,
Hunter
yeah.
was already gone, but you had Andrew Jack there. I was like, okay, this
I
is
just
not.
fit. I just figured this guy's got so much size and so much great shape. If he comes in peeled, who's going to beat him? But he didn't come in peeled. That was the thing.
But with that show right there, Andrew Jack wins that show majority just because of him.
Yeah, yeah. No, Andrew Jack really pulled out the punches. He didn't pull out any stops. Sorry.
Right.
For that show, he really looked impressive. Not that Hunter didn't. I mean, it was obviously close. They kept rotating.
You know what
him.
it was? Andrew won from the front, Hunter won from the back.
Right. Yeah.
And then after that, you go from shot, who won what shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
yeah.
and even Tyler Manning said that shot, you have to actually show a side chest or side tricep. You can't do a hybrid with your quad out.
Yeah, he hates that, and I don't blame him. Because it's a side shot.
Yeah,
right.
It is a side tricep.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, no, I totally get it. Like if you want to do a variation, like go into that after you hit the side try, that's one thing, but that can't be your side tricep. But I don't know, man. I'm still gonna say Blessing in third, but I could be really wrong.
I'm gonna go Blessing fourth right now because of Roman Fritz.
And Roman Fritz, that makes sense too. But
Roman's already won. Roman knows how to pose. Roman's just doing it for shits and giggles because he said if he's going to compete, he's going to compete.
Yeah.
Especially as a European show, it's nothing for him.
How many of these guys you think? Because Spain is a week later, so how many guys you think who if whoever doesn't win, how many guys you think are going to jump into Spain? I mean, if
Roman, I actually see Roman doing Spain.
Yeah, listen, if I'm blessing and I'm already in Italy and I come in third or fourth, fuck it, I'm doing Spain. Seriously.
I think Nathan is going to do a Spain too.
Yeah, exactly. You're already there. You know what I mean? He just, yeah, I'm going to go with blessing in third. I don't know why my gut is telling me that. And I think it's just, and then Roman Fritz fourth, but I might be dead ass wrong. I don't, and as far as the fifth, I have no fucking clue. Then you start getting into like
all the other names that we don't know.
Who right. Yeah. It could be Theo, it could be Mutzi, Andre, it could be one of those. I don't know. The only reason why I put Roman Fritz is because he just lacks the size. I know he has the shape and the conditioning. He just lacks the size of those other three guys. And when Blessing comes in peeled, and his legs are separated, it kind of makes up for it, like we saw in New York and Cali last year, right? He did New York and Cali, but
he did New York and Indy.
Oh, right. Yeah, the Indy Pro. Yeah, did they have an Indy Pro this year?
I don't think so.
Why didn't they have an Indy Pro this year? I don't know. It was weird. But you very well might be right, where Roman Fritz's shape might overtake Blessing, because Blessing doesn't have the best shape because of his low body. And Roman Fritz, his go-to is his shape and his conditioning. That's his strong suit. Yeah. So yeah, no, I could very well see him being fourth, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, what else are you doing in LA? What's going on over there?
Like I said, the YouTube event's going on here. Then after that, I'll be back on Saturday night. Then I was supposed to go to another YouTube event in Rochester, New York, but after I have to go to work the next day. That's not good. Yeah, so right. But I will be at a in real life shorts trend at the YouTube office in New York City on the 19th.
Very cool,
so
man.
I'll be doing that, and then there's a couple of events coming up. I know you're gonna laugh at me. One's for New York Fashion Week. I might be going because they might just have me coming. And we might be doing a family thing for Paw Patrol, because they're gonna shut down the music park in New York.
Right.
So there's lots of us going on. I mean, LA is basically the way I can tell you, if you've been to LA, you know you've been to LA.
Once.
The LA to us is like this. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
It's everything spread the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like with New York, you're like, okay, I know where I'm going. I'm good. LA's right. Where's everything at? Like the airport is really far away from everything.
Really?
Oh my God, yeah. Like the event in LA is near Hollywood.
The last time I went to LA was like either 2006 or 2007. Like that's when I went. That was the last time I went. So I don't remember, to be honest with you.
Like, so even just going to places, I'm like, okay, how far is everything from here? That's what like LA. That's the only thing, is because everything LA is spread the fuck out.
Yeah, it's annoying. That's the best thing that's the greatest thing about Las Vegas. Everything is right there.
Right. Like, okay, everybody knows you're on the strip.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Everything.
I mean, you can go a couple side streets here and there, but mostly everybody knows there's the strip. There, you're good.
Yeah.
New York, right, everybody knows. Like, okay, there's Times Square. All right, there's Empire State. Okay, Penn Station or Madison Square Garden, Yankee Stadium, Shea Stadium, or right. Citi Field, whatever. Everybody sees the big shit.
Yeah.
We know where things are at. LA, it's like I was at the LA Expo, Fit Expo, right? I'm only going 20 minutes to Goals, to Muscle Beach and all that stuff. 20 minutes was an hour and a half.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, because everybody drives in LA, like, I'm like, there's nothing here that I like.
Yeah. I've heard some terrible things about LA, as far as their policies and so on and so forth. I've heard some really.
I can say this. It's a lot of homeless too.
Yeah.
Not saying anything. I mean, it's not like New York. New York has a good amount too.
No, but it's
Now it's just
extremely bad in
it's
LA.
it's really
Yeah.
bad. L.A., New York. I would say San Francisco has got it
Yeah.
bad, and San Diego's got it bad. Where they got fucking tent city on the fucking beach.
Yeah. And a lot of businesses are moving out of LA. One of which was the biggest one was really strange was Geico, the insurance company.
Yeah.
And I'm like, because I understand they have the highest taxes and they also have the highest guidelines for business. And so they're just like, oh, we're just going to move out of state.
You better just move to Texas.
That's what's happening. Yeah. Texas, Florida, there's a bunch of them. That's what's happening. And what are you going to do, man? Hopefully they'll learn because it ain't gonna. I've heard even worse things. The school system. There was that they're trying to push this whole gender identity thing into school in elementary school, and I understand the governor tried to pull their government funding if they didn't. So all the elementary school districts like cowered, and they were like, okay, never mind.
Well, I tell you one thing: get ready for. He's gonna make a. I mean, I have a feeling he's gonna make a run for 2028.
Who is that? What do you mean?
Governor Newsom. He's the governor of California.
Yeah.
He's setting up
for governor in.
Well, he's set up to be president. He's going to be set up for president. He's a president run for next year.
I don't know how that guy wins because you just look at what he did to California. It's like, how does he win? Jesus Christ.
But I mean, I'll go to a couple of gyms. There are still a couple of gyms nearby.
Very cool, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, there's this one gym I'm going to check out. The only thing is this: if the gym is expensive, like I'm talking about, like, I mean, when I went to Gold's, it was $40 for a guest pass. I understand that. But if you're just a regular gym and you try to charge $30, if you're not freaking Bevs, you're not Signature, right? Then no.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It used to be, I used to go to walk into a gym and go, I want to train for the day. They'd be like, go ahead.
Yeah. Or sometimes they give you a 3-day pass.
Yeah. Right. And I think the reason why the membership fees are so high for the day is probably a reflection on the fact that LA is so expensive and they got to cover their expenses. And I think that's part of it. But yeah, man, $30, $40 to train for a day is just obscene. But
so I am wearing a new gym shirt. It's the place. If you're ever in Brick, it's called Lifter's Lair.
Lifter's Lair. I gotta check it out.
You will love it. So I think the guest pass is like $21 or $22.
Okay.
But great gym. It's not like, I went there, of course, during the summer, and it's like, okay, it's been open less than 6 months.
Right.
Great equipment, so okay, I can. If there is some cool. I do have. I did a video there, so I will post it up. But one of the thumbnails is there's a gorilla up front.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
When you walk in.
Yeah. Okay.
Inside, but the gorilla separates the bathroom.
That's pretty cool.
Nice posing room. That's cool. Like I said, I got a shirt in there. They got a couple of, products you could buy in there, which is cool. But like I said, that's a good gym. If you're down the shore, I go there. I also, but like I said, I go all over. So that's like I said, that's one of the newest gyms besides Iron Revolution. I go to that's near my girl's house. So I go there because she's in Jackson and Jim's in the house. So it's like a hop, skip, and a jump.
Okay, good. So you're gonna be you're gonna be taking a lot of footage while you're in LA?
Yeah. I mean, like I said,
channel?
if there's something worthy, yes.
Yeah, right.
I mean, if it's not worth it, I'm like, I can.
Yeah. So give your channel a plug one more time. And again, I'm going to make sure it's in the description so everybody can just click it because it's a great channel.
All right. So guys, my channel is Ian Heydecke. That's IAN. Last name HEYDECKE. We're on the road. We're going to road for 10K, but I'm saying we're going to road to 100K. I don't.
That's fantastic, man. Yeah, those are fantastic numbers, brother. Seriously, and what's great about your show is it's you're going into all these different gyms, working out, checking. I mean, and in all different cities and all over the country, which is fantastic, which is absolutely fantastic. And believe me, you won't be sorry. Check out his channel, especially if you're a gym head and you like to see the inside of the gyms that you normally aren't able to get to, like in Vegas and LA and Boston and upstate and whatever. Fantastic channel.
It will be. I am doing. I will be going over because September. For some of these, you know this, but
Mm-hmm.
September is Blood Cancer Awareness Month, and that's the month that I'm part of for non-Hopkins, due to my CTCL. So I will be
Mm-hmm.
doing a live about it, talk about a little bit of mental health, but a little bit about the cancer story,
Mm-hmm.
because that's important for me and this month, and we got that going on. So that's coming up next. So
Now, how long have you been cancer free now?
for 5+ years, it'll be
Very nice.
we're doing it
Congratulations,
pretty good.
brother.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I had a 6-year battle, and now I started 2012. Can't believe it's been that long already.
Wow,
Uh,
really?
2012 when I started, and I got the call for January 3rd, 2018. You're done. You're free. Now you just every year we just go see my doctor, for annual checkup, just to make sure my skin's right. And that's the major thing. So like, people say, what do you celebrate? Birthdays. Yeah, I do holidays, but my cancer anniversary, that's my biggest birthday on top of that. So it's like,
Right.
I mean, yes, when I have a kid and all that stuff, that
Yeah.
might be another day, but like that's like my now most
That's
important day.
and that's as it should be. Congratulations, brother. That's fantastic. I'm glad that you're doing so well. I'm glad the YouTube channel is doing so well. I'm glad you're doing so well. Listen, we are going to be in touch when you get back from LA.
Definitely,
We'll do another show soon. And that's it,
definitely.
brother. Thank you very much. I appreciate
All
you
right, man.
having. All right, I'll talk to you soon, bro.
Peace.